Well, hello, and welcome to my latest video. I'm not wearing a cap, right? Before anybody leaves a comment saying Julian's not wearing a cap, why is he not wearing a cap when he's doing an unboxing? Well, now you know I'm doing an unboxing, but I forgot to put the cap on. Sorry about that. Been a bit busy, been working the last couple of days, yes, earning a crust to keep the wolf from the door. So Julian's doing an unboxing. And the reason why I've moved studios, right? I've moved to this studio. You probably don't realise this, but like many of the top YouTubers and some of the medium YouTubers, of course one of the lowly YouTubers such as me, we have different studio setups. So I've moved to the alternative studio because I have a big unbox to do. So what is it? It's I know what it is. You don't know what it is. And this is. Do you want me to point the camera down so you can actually see what's going on? That would be better, wouldn't it? Let's see if I can do this without making up too much of a mess. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, what can you see? You can't see me. Right, but you can see the box. Shall I do it like this? A box in a box. What is in Julian's box but a box? Wouldn't you just know it? Now, this is what you call unnecessary, well, it's not unnecessary packaging. I mean, you've got to have this kind of packaging, haven't you? Oh, it's quite heavy, isn't it? It's you see that? It's a Vacmaster. And what's a Vacmaster? Well, it's a type of vacuum cleaner, not made by Mr. Dyson of Singaporean fame. Sorry, the trouble is I'm talking while I'm unboxing. And I realise you can't see my face unless I kind of get down like that. Can you see me there? The thing about doing an unboxing while I'm talking, or rather talking while I'm doing an unboxing, is it kind of interrupts what's going on. So, instructions there. We don't care about instructions, do we? We're men. Well, we're not all men, obviously. It's just that men are well known. Right, I'm sure there are some ladies who are in a similar position, but men are well known for thinking that they know best and therefore they never need. Do you get fed up with the way I kind of wave my arms around like that? I sometimes look back at my videos. My wife comes into the room when I'm laughing. She said, I can always tell when you're laughing because you're watching one of your own videos. And I said, no, I never laugh at my own jokes. Anyway, I noticed when looking back at some of my own videos that I do quite a lot of hand movement, quite a lot of finger movement. Yes, I do a lot more in private, but let's not go there. That's more cardboard. And all right, come on, let's get this baby out. Oh, I'm struggling a bit. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Right, let's get rid of that box. And right, it is. Do you know what it is? It's a fan. And why is it? Oh, it's upside down, isn't it? Why isn't it? Isn't that funny? That says Vacmaster there. So that you would think should be upright, wouldn't you? But that is. Oh, hang on. You can either have it that way. Are you following this on me? You can either have it that way or that way. And anyway, that's where the air comes out. Oh, I'm exhausted now. It's a fan, all right? It's a fan for my many fans. And why has Julian got a new fan? It's because it's Zwift season. Yes, Zwift season or Swift season. No, or Zwift season or Swift season. That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? It's supposed to be a very good fan for use on the turbo, although it's actually designed for drying out when you have a leak. No, not that sort of leak, Nigel. You know, if you've got a flood, if you've got a flood, something like that, and you need a solid blast of air in order to. Why is there a plug socket there when there is also? Isn't that funny? So here's the plug, right, wrapped in cardboard,
and here's a plug socket, right? But if I plug that in there, it's not going to work, is it? Because it's not plugged into the wall. I'm a bit confused about this. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at the instructions. I'm going to set it up. I may even get on Zwift, and then you can see what it's like and what sort of a blast of air it gives. And the new YouTube Air Vision sensation, if you tap the screen just there, you'll get a blast of cold air coming out of your computer or your phone or your laptop. Don't have your own phone next to your ear because it's quite unpleasant when it goes in your ear. Or if you're looking at a big TV on the wall or something, you'll get a blast of air coming out, and that will reproduce what Julian is feeling when he's on the turbo. So don't go away. Move the phone away from your ear. What I was using, by the way, I don't know if you can see this, is if I put it kind of next to my head, you can see that it's a pretty big fucking fan. One of my biggest fans. Yes, oh, come on, Julian, don't make that joke again. God, you're not funny. You know, my wife says that to me when I'm laughing at my own videos. She says, you're not funny, you know, you're not funny. And anyway, this is the fan that I was using. You think, well, why have you got another fan, Julian? You have the fan the size of Luxembourg. Well, the reason is this fan, I just don't find it very effective. All right, it kind of it turns around fast, but what it seems to do is kind of move warm air quickly. And moving warm air quickly around is not really what you want on the turbo when you're pushing out the watts. Yes, when Julian's pushing out the watts. So I wanted a decent fan because coming up to Zwift season, yeah, it's going to be October, November, it's going to be the dark and cold months, and therefore I'm going to have to build up my fitness on the old Zwift. So I'm retiring this fan. It's going to the great fan belt in the sky. And I'm going to set up the new fan and use that instead. I suppose I might save this for, well, I don't know what I'd save it for, because it's not much use in the summer, because it doesn't produce a lot of cold air. It produces a lot of air, right? But it's not air that we want. I mean, it's not air that we need to breathe. The air that I breathe. Oh, there's a Hollies song. Remember that? Showing my age again. But I'm still setting up the new fan, so don't go away. Sorry, it's going on a bit. Okay, there you can see the fan on the floor. It's plugged in, so you can probably hear the fan whirring. And as we pan up, we can see there is the watt bike, and that's where Julian sits and pushes out his extraordinary high level of watts. So he needs that fan to produce the airflow. All right, now the fan is on number 1 at the moment, so let's turn that up for you to level 2, shall we? Right, that's a little bit noisier, isn't it? It's quite a bit noisier, in fact. Can you see the cold air coming out? There's the air coming out of the air outlet pipe thingamy. Now we'll turn it up to number 3, and is that getting pretty noisy? What do you think? That's the fan. There's the watt bike. I'm not on the watt bike, but I think you can imagine what it'd be like. And if I just go and get in front of the fan, perhaps we both do that actually. Well, that's the fan on level 2. Don't know how clearly you can hear this. But if you, as I say, touch the screen of your TV or your computer or your telephone, don't have your telephone next to your ear when you do this, and you'll feel the blast of cold air. Now it seems like a pretty effective blast of cold air, and that gives you a pretty good idea of what this fan is like. So I won't know for certain until I actually get on Zwift and do a session, but it seems like it could be a pretty decent fan. So just to recap, it's called the Vacmaster. It cost $59.99 and I got it from Amazon, and it seems like a pretty effective fan, and I've seen various reviews and various people actually say they use it for cycling on the turbo as opposed to just drying out after a major flood. But I suppose if you were to get on the turbo while the flood was going on, then you could kill two birds with one stone. That's my hand, and as you can see, it's shaking around because it's being buffeted by the airflow from the fan. I was reading, actually, you know that film The Perfect Storm, with George Clooney on a kind of boat. He was a fisherman, one of the great Brexit fishermen, and the way they filmed it, by the way, it was in a bath, a standard house bath, like you'd get in a two up, two down house. And he was in the bath along with the boats and all the cameramen and the equipment. And then they used three of these fans to create the hurricane and the perfect storm from the film's title, which caused all the excitement in the movie theatre. So that gives you an idea of just how strong and powerful this fan is. So, well, I guess that's it for this unboxing video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember that my videos raise money for the Vine Food Bank, which is in Croydon in the United Kingdom. So please like, share, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get a message every time I upload a new video. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.